It is freezing, you guys, in North Carolina. Leave me a comment down below and tell me how cold it is where you live. Wouldn't you say it's like in the 20s here, Charlie?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's like really freezing cold. So anyways, what we are doing is putting this blanket in front of the fireplace just to block out the cold air. What I wanted to do was make a DIY draft stopper. Now you can buy these, but they're pretty expensive, and we'd have to get a custom made one to be as tall as we wanted it and as long as we wanted it. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a custom one for your house, especially if you have a drafty house or fireplace or window like we do. This is the fabric that I'm using. This is just leftover scraps that I had from when I reupholstered the chairs in the dining room. All I'm going to do is fold this fabric in half, so it's about 8 inches long or so. Really it's 16 because it's folded in half. And that's going to give me a 1-inch clearance on each side for my seam allowance. And it's going to mean that when it's propped up, it's going to be tall enough to cover this entire section here. So I just turned the fabric inside out, so ugly side up. And then here I just place the pins in, and you can sew this by hand if you want. I'm just going to use a sewing machine to quick do that. It's time for the rice. We have a carton of rice. Carton weighs 20 pounds, so we have 20 pounds of rice. We also have just some stuffing that we got at Walmart. Both of these came from Walmart. And then we have here our little snake of fabric. We just sewed it up right there and then turned it back right side out so the pretty side is out. And then there's what the foot of it looks like. And if you're doing a much smaller one of these, ours is really big and thick, you're not going to need this much rice. In fact, you wouldn't want to put 20 pounds of rice in something like this, which is why we have the stuffing to kind of supplement. But to give you guys a price gauge, this was $10 at Walmart. So really, for the amount that we're going to be using, and then we can eat the rest of it, really not a bad deal. And rice acts as a natural draft blocker and insulator. So it's really the best thing that you can use. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling this up. So here is the final product, and I just think it came out great. It looks so pretty in here. You could really just fill this with rice and make it half the size, but if you're in the situation like I am where you have a fireplace that's leaking and you need a really big one of these, like I said, this is just 1/3 filled with rice and then 2/3 filled with the stuffing. And it looks really nice, and we just sealed off the side with the sewing machine. Your body is exactly where I have to show the thing. Luna, you can't sit there, I'm sorry. Come here, come on. I you just want to sit on my lap. Oh, Luna, it's okay, huh? Come here, come on. Are you trying to sit down on my lap? Oh my, she sat on me. She sat on me.